Yes, I filmed two videos back to back in the same outfit. Deal with it. Welcome back, goblins, and thank you for tuning in. My name is Liz, and I'm a person who is diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder. And recently, we got a new job. We have been there for over a month at this point, and we are doing quite well. As you may have known, we have had to change our career path because of our physical disability. We got diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome on March 26th, but our body started tanking last December and we had to leave our last job. It was sad and we didn't really want to leave it, but it was not plausible for us to work on our feet anymore. And so we found a job in the office field. Currently, we work at a small resort out in the woods. It's absolutely gorgeous there. We won't say what the name is because we want to, remain as vague about our life as possible, especially after the stalker situation of 2020. But now we work in an office, and we are extremely happy about that. Our wife, Acrylic, also works at this resort, though they are the head of housekeeping now. They climbed that chain in like a week and they are absolutely slaying it. They're doing so good, and we are also doing well, and they love us both there. We are both allowed to work there despite being married because we are in different departments. And it's been a really good time, honestly. But we have come into a couple of odd little road bumps in the way, having DID and working in a completely new field to us, because we had not worked in an office before ever. This is our first office job, and we are doing surprisingly well according to our manager, which we're so happy about because we wanted this job so badly. Frankly, anything in an office we were just needing. So we took as many steps as we could to be as successful as we could, despite the fact that we have a disorder that wreaks havoc on one's memory. So, our first and foremost thing that we do the absolute most and has helped us the most is notes. Taking a ton of notes. We have about 26 pages of notes on a yellow legal pad that we keep in our paper filing thingy on our desk. And it says almost exactly how to do our job, down to a script on how to answer the phone and help someone make a reservation. It is very specific, and there are like annotations and emphasis and exclamation points we've written just to make it so that the most important points stand out to us and we have something to fall back on if we get stuck. So if you have a dissociative disorder and you are starting an office job, if they don't provide a little notepad like our job does, bring a little pocket notebook. Write down the bullet points of, steps in which to do the duties of the job and, kind of how to do things. We had an altar front at work and they had never been there before. They were pretty confused on what they were supposed to do. And so their first thing was to look over and see, that thick notebook with all of our handwriting all over it, pull it out and start, leafing through, seeing what the steps were, because we outlined even the steps of what to do every morning, and it got them through. They were able to do the job well and with minimal confusion. And grounding has also been an interesting situation because at one point we had a camera in the office, and it was a motion detector camera, and there would be a light that would flash whenever motion was detected. And flashing lights in this part of our visual field is a serious trigger for us. Luckily, one of our bosses got tired of that and just took the thing down and stuck it on his desk, and it's not even plugged in right now. We were greatly appreciative of that, but it also made it so that we had to learn how to ground on the job without any of our sensory items. So we were grounding with office tools. We were feeling the texture of those little metal things in a binder that we were reading. We were slightly reorganizing the desk in order to focus on something else. we were reviewing our notes and trying to focus on other things. Figuring out good ways to ground using the items around you simply by like focusing on their textures and things. That has been very helpful to us. If you're like alone in an office, like pen clicking could be a good thing. We don't personally enjoy that, but we know many other people do find that very grounding. And also having something to drink. That has been an excellent grounding tool. Plus, we also have a massive caffeine addiction. So that's kind of the fuel that keeps us going. It helps that our establishment has very good prices on energy drinks because we have at least one of those every day. Self-medication for the win, I guess. And we also have our water, which we put an electrolyte drink mix into. Sometimes it's that liquid IV. And they make powdered Gatorade in big tins now. I didn't know that was a thing. Apparently, it's always been a thing. But we have Gatorade and we bring it to work. And having something small to snack on as well can also be helpful. Our diet is mainly liquid most days, so we have no shortage of things to drink whenever we enter the office. And another good grounding thing would be putting on chapstick. That's been very helpful to us as well, though we have extremely dry lips. They're always super flaky and everything. I think that's actually because of the Ehlers-Danlos, but I have yet to have that medically confirmed. So yeah, we've had to kind of change gears in what we're doing in the workplace. Our current job is not as lax as our last job was, but that is perfectly fine with us. It is a field that we much prefer nowadays, primarily because it's a seated position instead of having to work on our feet, which has now become an impossible task for us. But it's going really well. We even got a raise on our 30-day evaluation. We don't make a ton there, but we definitely make enough to get by. And it's being able to sit on the job is payment enough, man. We've only ever had retail jobs before this. Retail or DoorDash or we worked at Jimmy John's for like 6 weeks one summer in Gresham. Nightmarish. Wouldn't recommend. Our heart goes out to anyone who works in the food service industry. You are so strong, and we appreciate you so much. But yeah, our recommendations for starting a new job, particularly in an office setting, would be taking notes, grounding with your surroundings, and bringing some grounding items with you, be it a drink or maybe like a quiet fidget item. We might actually end up doing that at one point just in order to keep us kind of calm if triggers arise. And it's been going well. We're very happy to have this job, and our boss is very happy to have us there, and it's going very well. And on weekends, when it gets slow, sometimes we're even able to bring in a book to read. So we recently finished a DID book called Switching Time by I think his name is Dr. Richard Bear. And we will be doing a review on that soon. I'll probably be filming that tomorrow because this is our weekend. And we'll even be able to do more DID book reviews on our channel because of this job. Like, this rocks. This is great. We're having a good time there. It does absolutely suck that our office is up a flight of stairs. It hurts a lot going up and down those. But having a chair basically at the top of the stairs for us and our own desk is just amazing. So yeah, those are our few little tips for starting an office job and a little bit of an update on what we do on the days that we're not here on this channel. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here. Please like and comment to support our channel. Subscribe if you'd like to become a goblin. And we'll see you all in the next video. My frickin' hand is asleep from holding the microphone in my compression sleeve. Bruh.